Hello, this is Volmir Martins speaking. I'm speaking from Sao Paulo here in Brazil, and this is my Corona story for today. Well, I recall that in Carnival during February, Carnival is a very festive period here in Brazil, and we all get very involved in all the parties and street parties we have. And I was in the middle of this because I'm a little bit of a party guy. And then, trying to have fun, we heard that the coronavirus had got into Brazil from a person who came from Italy. Okay, so far it's just the one person, right? Everyone got on with their partying, and it's all okay. A little bit of a, you know, I'm not sure if I should go out to party, because the virus has just got in here. But okay, it's just one guy. That was fun. Well, 2 weeks later, so I knew that things were going to start to get a little bit, tougher because the numbers were beginning to rise, even though there's a sub notification, even though there's a sub notification here with the cases in Brazil. I was aware that I would have to think about self quarantine. So, what I did was in this particular weekend, which was the weekend of March 13, which was a Friday, I decided to go out and to go to a party and dance and meet my friends and do everything I wanted about it, and get a quick stroll in Paulista Avenue, our postcard here in Sao Paulo. And, what I wanted was to, enjoy everything because I knew everything was about to change. And I was right. On March 15, we had my mom's birthday. We celebrated with the whole family gathered, and then we self quarantined. It's been 26 days so far, and that's how it went. In the first week, we were feeling like, okay, it's something new. Well, I'm a writer and a translator. I'm a freelancer. And working from home is something that's not new for me, but I'm a very social person. I meet my friends a lot. I do gatherings a lot. I see people a lot. Well, like most of us in the whole mankind, right? But it was easy for me to work from home. I don't go to an office. All right. It was okay the first week. A lot of news, media was telling us everything about the COVID-19 around the world. So far, so good. I was working out here at my place. My relationship with dad and mom, it was okay. Sometimes I would go to the supermarket. Fine. Second week, something changed. We started feeling a little bit blue, unproductive, sleepy, and eating a lot of greasy stuff, especially chocolate for me, which is something that I need for my life. Yeah. And then the second week kind of slowed things down. I was not taking care of my business in the way I should. I was not planning stuff. I was just going with the flow, and I would video call my friends, and they were all the same way, feeling lonely, feeling like, something's very wrong. And the government here in Brazil sends um, mixed messages to us. The president tells us this is just a little flu. You don't have to go into social isolation. It's bad for the economy. And the state government is doing what the health organization is telling us. The WHO is telling everyone in the world. They are doing the president's job. The governors are telling us to stay home because it's the best way so far. We don't have a vaccine, we don't have a treatment. So we're starting here to feel a little bit of panicky because we don't know who to listen to, right? Being a journalist, I'm here in my place doing my job, right? I tell mom and dad what are fake news, what are not. I try to show them studies about the COVID and not just listen, not to listen to WhatsApp messages and videos and social media things, because things start to get really, panicky this way. In the third week, which was the last one, we kind of started like, ah, we gotta do something. For me, mainly, I knew I had to stay productive, go after more work, and continue working out and thinking about my mental health. I was meditating since day one. So I started grasping meditation really hard to keep well, and started talking to my friends and sending good stuff to them, so to make them laugh and watch good stuff and try to bring this energy, this vibe to them. That was my third week. And then now in week four, starting week four, we're starting to get a little bit like, oh boy, when is this gonna end, right? And it's just been 1 month. But I'm feeling a little bit like I'm like grounding and telling myself that this is gonna take months. Sure, yeah. I would have done it completely different from day one, staying productive since day one, probably, but not putting myself in a position that I have to do things, because that puts a lot of pressure on me, and we have long days coming. I have a strong support network here with my grandmother, my father, and my mom. They are inside the risk group, and I have to take care of them. But I am blessed having a home, still having resources and all. So panic must, be low. I'm concerned about my fellow Brazilians who live on the streets, who live in favelas. I'm really concerned about them. And I'm starting to think about actions to do for them, like donating, buying stuff for them while I can do this, right? So now I'm in a good situation and thinking, you know, much more positive than I was. Let's see how long this is going to take, because we're going to have months ahead. And that's what I think about the future. We have months ahead of social isolation, because there's no medicine, no vaccine. And the new normal is going to be people with masks on the streets and staying away from each other and no social gatherings. I'm a party lover. I've just said that. So, oh, no gatherings. Oh, I'm going to have to get used to it. Like I said, I have to stay positive. So, no social gatherings. Okay, there is no problem about it. It's fine. It's fine to not have social gatherings for now. What matters is life. I believe COVID is going to change us forever. I don't believe in that thing like, oh, we're going to change, humanity is going to change, it's going to be better with nature, it's going to be better with each other. I don't believe that stuff, but I believe we're probably going to get out of this a little bit changed. Yes, I believe that. And let's see how things go on with the social isolation. This is just still my first Corona story. There are gonna be others. And let's see how my mind and my body and everything around me changes. And I hope you're here with me to see it all. Mwah! As we say here in Brazil, beijo.